Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Gaming with Jim Bob Fred. This is Jim Bob, and tonight's West Game video is going to be my takeaway on the new release. Last week, I released a new video on Heroes, and then the new edition of this, the new update has a whole bunch more stuff on Heroes. So I'm going to go over a couple of the things that I've seen in the new updates, which some are good, some are bad, some are I'm indifferent to. But a lot of folks are already asking me my opinion on some of the stuff. So tonight's video is just a review on what I've seen so far in the new 2.8 release of West Game. So a couple of things that are new on the screen that you might not have seen before. In the top right-hand corner here, you have right next to where your gold is, there's like a silhouette of a couple of cowboys there. You can click on that. And you actually now have the ability to start chats up with anybody, friend anybody from any alliance, and have private chats with them in here. And you can set up individual groups too. I got a couple of folks that have invited me to their groups. And we'll see. I haven't been really accepting a bunch of invites on that. Boy, what the heck? It's there. I will use it as much as I can. I haven't figured out the intricacies of that yet because, well, I haven't started too many individual conversations. But it would. The players in the game asked for it and the developers gave it. And I think it's exactly what folks asked for and they got it. So bravo, Zulu. Good job to the developers for listening on that one. A bunch of other stuff that's come out. Here, while I'm talking, I might as well do something. Go finish up this. What do I got here? Let's go ahead and collect that level 14 treasure map. Good stuff. Hey, when you get them Gang of Bandits 6, they're pretty good rewards. And we'll get that one started. All right. That said, over in your hero building, like I obviously have something that I can do in here. And remember, anytime there's a pop-up over one of your buildings, you can click on it. There's something you can do. So let's take a gander at what's going on here. So you used to have 3 chests. Now you have 2. You have, I think, 5 free chests on this left-hand side, which is a silver's chest. And you get a whole bunch of stuff. Again, last week I talked about a little bit of a cheat that got you medals for some of your heroes just about every time, and that no longer applies. You click that button, you're going to get some hero stuff every time. Some of the good things about this. I have a free gold one here, too. I'll take that on. I might as well. See what I get in my free gold chest. Anything interesting? A couple Emily medals. I like it. Now, if you want to go for more, all you got to do is click your open next. Like I don't own any more keys. You see I got a big 0 down here next to the lower right-hand corner where it says open next gold box. I click it. Now I can just say, okay, let's see what happens if I click okay. I don't have any keys. It's not going to let me. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm actually going to buy an extra one. It's 1,500 gold. I know that seems like a lot to a lot of folks, but what the heck. Hey, that's not too bad. Got 3 different heroes. And you notice that the heroes now have different colors. Some are purple, some are blue, and some are gold. The same thing, I'm going to hit OK now. The same thing applies to your silver chest or whatever color this one's supposed to be. You click on that, and you can buy additional opens with that for 300. So one of the good things that I've seen with this new release is that I'm getting a bunch of hero medals. And you get a bunch of hero insights in here, too. This is the first time I actually noticed in the top right-hand corner it says preview. Let's take a look at that preview thing. I ain't really seen that yet. Oh, it'll tell you the odds for your rewards. 1% for Frankie's medals, all the way down to 3.5 or 3 1/3, 6%. So this just tells you what your chances are of getting one of those things. Oh, and I guess the common bronze. Let's check out those. Yeah, Pat's medals. It just gives you the percentages for getting the medals when you open one of those boxes. Not a big deal. You'll also see here that after completing Stage 3 in Expedition, you will get greater rewards from these chests. Doggone it, I should have waited to open them until I went through the Expedition. So that's up here now. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Where is the Expedition stuff? Well, it's right below your railroad tracks. Let me take that. Get the train out of here. I don't want him where he's at. You got 2 new buildings here. One says coming soon. For anyone who's not in states 1 through 10, this will just say coming soon on this building, which is your new suburban town, hoopy-hoo, building that you'll click on to go to that. But yesterday, I think is the first time I saw it. This little thing here is your new expedition thing. And expedition is kind of weird. I've seen it in some other games. I saw it in a game that I used to play that's called Lords Mobile. They've done it a bit differently here. What I like about it, as you complete these levels, and I'll do a couple here. I've already completed it on my main all the way to 65. As you complete these levels, and they're not super hard, they got tons and tons and tons of really cool things that you get here. I don't know. I think I unlocked yesterday on my main. I think I unlocked like 7 different new heroes, and then took some of my other heroes up a boatload because there's a whole lot of insights and a whole bunch of other stuff in there. You can see where you're at in your ranking by clicking the top right-hand corner. There's a little trophy here. If you click on this, it's going to tell me I'm not even on the list. Well, because I haven't even started with this account. All right. Over on the left-hand side, there's a bag with a little red dot over it, which means there's something that I could do. Now, here's one of the things I don't like. This says that I can exchange 530. What I'm looking at Hagen's medals for 3 Hagen's medals here. I can exchange 530 somethings. I have no idea what they are. To get those medals, and they have the prices here, but I don't know. I don't see where they're at that shows how many I have of any of those things. There's also an outlaw store that allows you to exchange again something that are in here that I don't know where they're at. Maybe I have to get these. Maybe that's some of the stuff that I was getting when I was doing the. I think it is. I think when I was doing these, let's see. Oh, there you go. First win medals and all this stuff down here. This is where. So as you complete these stages, you get the things that you need to spend in these stores. One of the things I don't like about this new update is that a lot of folks over on Discord. So in West Game Discord, there's a lot of players that go there, and West Game does a great job of talking about what's coming up, and they have ideas and suggestions and conversations and elite chat rooms. And if you're not in the West Game Discord, you need to get there. There's a ton of information. I'm finding out a lot of people are coming to my channel, and I got to tell you, as much as I appreciate everybody coming to my channel, man, I don't know much about all the stuff that's going on. So get into Discord and get into those different chat rooms to get the latest and greatest, up-to-datest information on everything. So let's go over what you're supposed to do in this expedition. There's a whole bunch of levels. I just clicked on level 1. And you can get 1 to 3 stars in here. The stars are determined on how well you do while you're fighting. So one of the things I didn't like when I did this with my main is I didn't really have to think about much. All I did was click on my little plus sign. I did a quick select just like the tutorial was telling me to do. It also does a quick select on your infantry and your troops and that stuff. Then you hit confirm. Then you click attack, and it's going to take you to the battlefield. All right. So if you see the little red stuff over the top of the items down here in the lower right-hand side, that's actually your opponent, and it's telling me to click on the troops that I have here and then drag a line to where you want them to go. They have it highlighted here in a circle. As soon as I let go of my clicker, my troops will, in fact, go to the center. And when they get there, and our side is Miss Elizabeth, I have 288,000. You see the top left-hand corner, 288,000 troops going against Mary and Eknath, right? And that second batch is over here. And the amount of time that it takes for you to finish these things is kind of important, and I'll show you that in the next level. But I'm pretty sure I'll finish this up. I'll get all 3 stars. And the first time you complete any one of these levels, you'll see you get I just got 200 of these little medallion things. I'm not sure really what they are. Expedition coins. I got 6 omnipotent hero common medals. I'll show you where to use those in a little bit. And then I got, I'm not sure. Unless that's a shield. Maybe that's a shield for James. And then a bunch of resources. Great job for the developers in putting all that stuff out. Right? That's a lot of good stuff. You'll see now that as I get out of this, there is an opportunity for going into the next level. So I'm going to click on the next level. And what you really should be doing as I go into the battlefield here is there's an opportunity to preview. So I've got a 5-star gal over here on my list who's going to be going in here for me against these two 1-star level 1 guys. But you can also preview it. Hit the preview button. And then if you click on the troops that are in there, you'll see this set is only 80 Pistoliers. That's the set in the lower left-hand corner there. And then at the top right-hand corner, these folks have 120 Pistoliers. Eknith and Cody, both those heroes are in that one. Who would they have over here? So really what you should do, you could click on, like I got James Hughes here. I could click on James and nothing happens. But I can close this out now. And instead of doing just a random thing for stage 2 here, I go back over here into my attacker. I click on the X there. That means now I got to start from scratch. And just like everything else, folks, when you are in a new screen shield thing anywhere, find the little information eye and click it. It'll give you a bunch of information that I'm not going to read to you, but it's there. You need to read it. It's really important. But we know we're going to be going up against Eknith and Cody as well as James Hughes. Okay? So knowing that, you should go in here. And instead of hitting quick select, I can just come up in here. And let me see if James Hughes is in here. If I have James, I probably don't. But if you click on him, you'll know who your enemies are, and then you can pick up appropriately what you want to send for your troops. Right now, I only have one set of troops that I could use. I'll quick select my troops again. I really only have one, so there's up to 5 heroes that you can start sending on these, and I'll show you again where you see that in the beginning of these. Right now, right next to the lower right-hand corner where it says battle, you'll see I've got 4 kind of shadowed silhouettes and just one guy that's showing here in the expedition queue. As you go up these different levels and expeditions, you're going to be able to add more heroes to this, right? So just remember that. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to knock out a couple of these real quick just so you can see what's going on. I won't waste much time. I'm not going to bother trying to figure it out individually yet until it gets to a point where I have to. I'm probably not going to be able to finish all 65 levels on this one right away. So I see how I took those. They went a little too far. They didn't start fighting until they'd already been beat up a little bit. So always stop them a little short. Your enemies will start coming towards you, right? And you want to get them attacking as soon as possible. So you can see these first couple levels are going to be super quick, super easy. And ain't nothing wrong with easy. I'm pretty sure that the developers are going to make this a little more difficult sometime in the future. I'm only going to do about 5 or 6 more levels on this. I might even go as high as 30 because I want to be able to point something out to y'all. When I finished earlier with my other account, I finished all 65 levels, and I was like in 20th place. Then I went back to the map, and I'll go back to the map here in a second. I'll show you what I realized I didn't do going through it the first time around that you all will want to do as you are going through your stuff. I just changed that a little bit because I didn't want it to march all the way to them. What's that? Oh, I don't know. I wonder if that was a shield of some kind. I'll have to look at that again. All right, level. So I'm going to scroll down on the map here. If you follow this little red dotted line path here, just keep following it around and scroll down till you get to level 30. Where's 30 at? Here it is, wanted, the 30th wanted poster. You'll see there's a little new path that jumps off to the right here. So there's looks like a skull for a bull and then a couple crossed pistols. Those are different events that you could do. So after I realized that on my first account, when I went back and said, what can I do? So I went back and I did those, and I went from 20th to 2nd place. Here's another thing I'm not liking about this one too much. Maybe if I check on the eye, it'll tell me. It doesn't really tell you how you score points in this. So once I was in 2nd place and I had done everything you could do, and I was sitting there with other folks that were also finished all 65. If they went back and finished those, they shouldn't have jumped ahead of me in the point in the rankings. But it happened. So I'm a little confused about why that happened, but it did. So I don't know. One of the things I would have liked for them to do is be able to tell me what I had to do. Why am I flashing red on my screen? I wonder what's going on. I'm going to have to get out of this and see what's going on. Maybe I'm being attacked. Or maybe you're just flashing red in here all the time. We'll see as soon as I'm done with this one. Hope I'm not being attacked. Pretty sure I have a shield on, for Pete's sake. I don't know who Pete is. St. Pete? I don't know. If anyone knows where the saying for Pete's sake came from, leave a note. Hey, by the way, folks, if you're liking this review I'm doing, please smash the like button. Share it with your friends that are also playing the game. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Right? I appreciate everyone does subscribe. So here you go. I now have 2 of my 5 Expedition Q things open. So I'll run into this the 5th level one here. Also, I'm going to close that back out. Notice that it's a little bit different color. It's purple. Every 5 levels, it's a little bit harder, right? So when I start this level 5, it's going to be a little harder. Again, I'm just going to quick select everything, quick select troops. I'm not worried about anything as I'm going through this, because in my first round with my main account, I didn't have to worry about it. I was able to do a whole lot. Obviously, if you're going against pistols, try to keep in mind that the CRIC thing, the cavalry beats range, range beats infantry, infantry beats cav. And if you're going up against infantry, then should just send the troops you need to kill infantry, right? Maybe that's what I did wrong. They killed more of my troops because I wasn't paying attention to what was going on, and I ended up not scoring as many points. I don't know. I wish it wasn't. I wish it was more up front, telling me what I had to do. There's 65 of these levels. You can go through them all. I'll do one more, and then I'll get out of here. No one wants to watch me go through 65 levels of this stuff. Again, it's going to be a trial and error. Oh, they got 3 different groups down here now. That's cool. As you go through, if you don't finish and you want to be able to finish, and there's something stopping you from finishing, mix up the heroes that you're putting in there. Make sure you're sending the right troops. You got plenty of time to start these things. You don't have to rush through it like I did, right? All right, so I'm done fighting for now. I got a whole bunch of rewards. Now I can go over here to the bag in the top left-hand corner, and now all of a sudden, I can spend some money in the exchange store. So I want to go back to talk about one of the things the developers didn't do. Everybody's been asking for a methodology to take their excess military orders, their excess VIP scrolls, and exchange those for something they could use. Now, they may have done something like that now, but I haven't seen it. So overall, my evaluation of the update is they've added some neat stuff. One of the things they added is adding a boatload of hero insights so you can increase your heroes' levels. They added a whole bunch of new heroes that will help you improve your overall attack and troop life and construction and all the things the other heroes done. There's different layers and different tiers of that stuff. Haven't gotten into all that. I haven't really done a lot of research to see if the heroes they added are good. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of the changes they did here was just to make it a little fresher for the people that have been playing for a long time. States 11 through 59 or 60 or whatever state they have open now will get the rest of the updates going into the other things. So it seems, I want everyone to remember one thing. Lehigh Games developed this game to make money. It's their business. They're adding stuff for those people that have been playing a long time and spend money so that they can keep those players. Don't kid yourself. They want it to be fun for all of us, but they do this to make money. And you don't have to be a pay-to-play player, but they have to do things, as is evidenced in this most recent release, to encourage the players that have been sticking around for a while and that have been playing since State 1 to keep them staying. I hope that makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me being a business owner myself. So you could then start spending some of these medals on this other stuff, and I'll figure all that later on. I obviously got some while I was doing it, but nowhere in here does it show me how much I have. Does it show me? I don't think it does. Let's scroll down slowly. It does not tell me how many I have. But I got 175 common insights, a bunch of James medals. Do I have enough now to upgrade some of my heroes? I think I do. Let's take a look down here in the lower right-hand corner. And there's a number 3 next to my little hero guy down here. Let's click on him and see what happens. So when you see the green arrow next to one of your heroes, that means you now have enough insights to improve them, to improve one of their skill sets. And in these instances, What is this guy here? He's a range, Bubba. He's one of the guys I use. Benjamin is a range. That's important to me. I could use some of those right now. The other thing that you'll see on the screen with him is that they're over here on the left-hand side, right underneath the Berserker bottle that they have also added new, is this icon that says I have 6 medals. I can roll the 6 medals straight over to the right, and I can exchange them right now. And what happens? What's happening? Why did that happen? Dang it. It's not what I expected to happen. Darn it. Oh, maybe there wasn't enough for me to take them up. But at any rate, let's scroll back down here and look at some of these guys. James Hughes, I can now tier up James Hughes. Big bonus there. I got enough medals to take him up 2 spots. I still have 20 more here, 24 more here for him. These are the omnipotent medals for commons. I'm not going to put it on him because I'm going to make sure he's an infantry guy. I'm not interested in wasting any of those on an infantry guy. But what else do I have here? I have these 2 new heroes that I can recruit because I got enough medals doing the expedition to be able to recruit him. This makes me happy, except the fact that he's an infantry and don't really care about that. But the medals don't cost me anything. Here's a Cav. I'll recruit her. Nice dress, by the way. It's one of the things I like about the game, man. They have awesome graphics. You know what I mean? Is there one more? I think there was one more that I should be able to update. Nope, maybe that was the one that I was able to improve, right? Nope, here she is. Emily. Oh, I can tier her up. I got enough of those medals to tier her up also 2 more spots. How cool is that? Now remember, I have these. They just added them to my list of heroes. I have them up here. They're in my hero list that I have. Everything below this line I not yet recruited. You see that? But they're all now level 1. Well, level 1, that doesn't help me very much because we want them to be higher levels. So you still have to go back and upgrade all the levels on your heroes as you're using them. So this video has already gotten a little bit too long. I covered a couple of the basic things that they started. Expedition, get out there, give it a chance. Get through as many as you can. Then start mixing up your heroes and your troop types to be specific and target your enemies for what they have in them. And just click on everything. You'll see some other cool stuff they have. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Again, the updates came out. We'll all get some more. There's some bugs they're going to have to work out. Get on Discord and let them know what you think. They actually listen to us for the most part. We wouldn't be getting some of these updates if they didn't. As always, it's a war game, folks. If you're not out there fighting and you don't want to fight, you just want to farm, there are other games that are not war games. There is no bullying in this just because you're getting hit, but there is such a thing as cyberbullying, and you can both block them and report them to the developers. Keep screenshots to show them that you're actually being cyberbullied, not that they're attacking you. Not because there's an alliance with 10 billion force rallying one of your 40 million might players when any one of their top tier people could have done it all by themselves. That's not bullying. That's playing a war game within the scope of the rules that they put out. It ain't fun, but keep your shield on if you don't want to get rallied and zeroed. That's all it is. It's a war game. Get out there and fight people. As always, folks, have fun. Be blessed. In the real world, be safe. This is Jim Bob Fred. I'm out.